My son didn't cry when they set the plate in front of him. That's the part that gutted me. Just a quiet stare at the cold leftovers, congealed potatoes, a strip of dry turkey, while steam curled off every other plate around the table. My mother-in-law clucked her tongue. "Be grateful, sweetheart. Children should learn not to expect special treatment." My son nodded, small and obedient, but he tugged my sleeve. Whispered, barely audible, "Dad, can you do the thing you promised if they hurt me again?" I met his eyes, steady, trusting, and something in me, long restrained, clicked into alignment. 5 minutes later, my mother-in-law turned white. My brother-in-law shouted, and the whole table detonated. But that was only the finale. This story began long before the turkey cooled. When I first met their family, they embraced me like a stray they'd decided to civilize. Warm smiles, soft praise, endless invitations. They loved that I came from less, loved that I worked hard, spoke gently, stayed polite. And when I married their daughter, I believed, naively, that they loved me too. We had a son, a quiet boy with her eyes and my sense for reading the room. For years I tried to belong to a family that only tolerated me. Still, I swallowed it, all of it, for my wife, for my son. It started subtle, a comment here, a correction there. My mother-in-law telling my wife she married down. My brother-in-law joking that our son got the wrong half of the gene pool. I warned my wife. She told me I was imagining things. "Just let it go," she'd say. "They don't mean harm." But then, she started echoing them. Little jabs, quiet dismissals. "Mom's right. Maybe you could be more ambitious. Maybe you're too sensitive." And sensitivity became their weapon, especially toward our son. The day I found him crying in his room because his grandmother told him he wasn't worth a full plate, I knew the tide had turned. My own wife brushed it off. "He has to toughen up." That was the moment something calcified inside me. Not rage, not despair, a quiet, surgical clarity. Revenge isn't impulse. Revenge is patience. Revenge is paperwork. Revenge is listening while they underestimate you. I spent months preparing. Not theatrics, facts. Documented belittling, recorded comments, school counselor testimonies, the works. And while my wife grew colder, I grew calmer, quiet, distant, invisible, by choice. I let them think they were winning. Let them believe I'd shrunk under their judgment. Let them say the wrong things in the wrong places, especially around the wrong people. My son didn't know the details, only that I promised him one thing. If they hurt you again, I'll handle it, completely. Christmas dinner was tradition, the perfect stage. All players present, all masks off. I brought the envelope in my jacket pocket. Not dramatic, just final. I watched them serve everyone steaming plates first. Watched my son wait. Watched them give him scraps. No accident, no misunderstanding. A message. And when my son tugged my sleeve and whispered my cue, I let every rehearsed move click into place. I stood up calmly. No raised voice, no threats. Just deliberate movement as I placed the envelope on the table. "Before we eat," I said, "I'd like to give the family a gift." My mother-in-law smiled, expecting gratitude. My wife tensed. She recognized that tone. My brother-in-law smirked. I opened the envelope and slid out printed transcripts, photos, and statements, one by one. All the ways they belittled my son. All the comments they thought were whispered, private, harmless. All documented. All legally time-stamped. Then the final page, my lawyer's letter, custody filing, emergency motion, on grounds of emotional abuse by extended family, with my wife complicit. My mother-in-law's smile curdled first, then her skin went paper white. She whispered my wife's name like a prayer. My brother-in-law leapt to his feet. "You set us up!" "No," I said. "You set yourselves up. I just kept the receipts. My wife flipped through the pages, hand shaking, each line tightening the noose they'd tied themselves. "Why would you do this?" she whispered, not to me, to herself, to the version of her she once was. I nodded toward our son, still silent, still watching. That's why. They erupted. Blame, denial, pleas, accusations. I didn't stay to hear the end. I didn't need to. The judge would. Their colleagues would. Their friends would. My son slipped his hand in mine as we walked out the front door. Snow drifted softly, cold but clean. People think revenge is fire, but the truth? Revenge is ice. Controlled, precise, slow enough to freeze someone exactly as they are. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't break anything. I didn't need to. I let them destroy themselves with their own words. All I did was hold up a mirror. And as the door shut behind us, my son looked up at me. "Dad, did we win?" I squeezed his hand. "We didn't win," I said. "We ended it. And ending it was enough."